Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bat Friends Beyond, episode 122. I am one of your hosts, Chris, alongside the world champion, Joe. Poppin' Joe.
What's poppin', Joe?
What's poppin'?
Wow.
We've been recording a while. I've grown.
I guess. I suppose that is one way of saying it. What the hell am I doing?
You're introducing yourself on a podcast.
No, I'm doing other things too. I'm not the lead on this show. I don't have to pay attention.
So, Joe, let's watch. How about watching season 1, episode 7 of Batman Beyond, entitled Shriek.
Sir, you're drunk.
This is written by Stan Berkowitz and directed by Kurt Gedda. What happened to the fucking intro music?
Apparently, I had skipped that when we were going to watch it originally. So that's where this started. Because originally I'm like, we need to record this. See, Mr. Powers? Yes, Shocker, I see. His name is Shocker. I don't care. He is the Shocker.
Does he give the shocker? Wait.
Fucking Spider-Man, bitch. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. What's wrong with you?
No. 2 in the stink, 1 in the pink.
No. You got little fingers. Ain't no bitch surviving this. Ain't no bitch surviving this in her asshole.
Wait.
We're back to form.
Surviving.
We're back to form.
Nah, she's surviving that.
Listen, I've wrecked this for some bitches.
So they turn a heroin addict into the Shocker.
Yeah, he's the Shocker. His name is Mr. Shriek. That's why he's Shriek. I did not care for this episode. I should. I know it's Shocker, but
yeah, it's whatever.
But it's black and white Shocker. Like Shocker's got red and yellow. Like, give me some color, guys.
Yeah, it'd be better if Shocker was fighting Luke Cage or something.
Yeah, if he had like purple. I've seen it before. Somebody shared the old Thanksgiving Day parade where the chick sings "I Need a Hero" and it's Marvel and all the heroes are on there. And the thing I noticed this time that made me laugh, and I may have noticed other times, is that Magneto's on the float, a woman in lingerie, aka Emma Frost, is on the float. But then Dr. Doom is like on the street fighting Luke Cage. And it just makes me laugh.
It's one of the dictator's favorite things, fighting black people.
Well, haven't you ever seen that? Like when he was still like blaxploitation Luke Cage, he's like, Dr. Doom better have my money. Like, I'm not kidding. That's why it made me laugh. Because all I can think of is Luke Cage is collecting on his payment.
I'm going to find that and just start sending it to people who owe me money.
I'm going to find it.
Dr. Doom better have my money.
Dr. Doom, Luke Cage, $200. So you can see, don't read it, just Dr. Doom, Luke Cage.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Doom, when my men reported a crazy black man in the Fantastic Four's craft, I knew it had to be you. Luke Cage, where's my money, honey? That is a thing that was in a real Marvel comic. Is Luke Cage telling Dr. Doom, where's my money, honey?
Listen, I appreciate Stan Lee for everything he did.
Oh, this ain't Stan. This ain't Stan.
I was going to say, I think he did some amazing things for diversity in comics and for creating some amazing characters, but he's not that good at writing.
Jesus. Working for you is a stone drag. Also said to Dr. Doom by Luke Cage.
Wanted, the Joker.
In the old part of town, Skid Row. May I thank you for saving my life? Yeah, but don't. If you'd gotten dead, there'd be nobody for me to collect from. Dr. Doom pays Luke Cage $200. That was what Luke Cage wanted from Dr. Doom. $200.
Well, what year is it?
It's probably it's 70s because it's blaxploitation. It's fucking Luke in the yellow and the tiara.
That's a lot of goddamn money back then.
It's like for all of it just to be $200. I love it. But throw back to that one time where Luke Cage hunted out Dr. Doom for $200. Comics be wild, yo.
Da-na-na-na.
Da-da. That whole building, that poor building.
Bunch of rich white people are about to be angry.
Nah, they're gonna gentrify it. They're fine.
That's when Bruce Wayne died. End of show.
Bruce never dies in this, does he?
I don't believe in this, no. Because that's why the new comic is like, Bruce dies and Terry has to find the murderer. And I'm like,
They want to keep me in here overnight.
I'm sure it'll be fine, but like, are we really at the Batman the movie stage of Batman Beyond? Couldn't find any heroin while I was there.
That's later. I'm a supervillain in Gotham City. Why would I think Batman would be there?
Well, you literally could have just put some of those charges down, demolished it, and left. You're the one that chose to dress up like a supervillain.
It's true. Like, his design's not bad. It's just, like, I think the helmet's what bothers me the most. Like, the claws I can get behind, but the helmet's just meh.
It feels like a bear. It's all the claws.
Yeah.
That feel like a bear to me.
But it's also like there where it's like your powers are sonics and your suit does not say that at all.
Yeah.
You know? Enhance.
Computer, do all the work for me. I don't like the detective.
Do the thing where you figure out what it's made of. Yeah, that's it. Request for spectral analysis.
Processing. Well, Batman, I've come to the conclusion you are a fucking idiot.
Acoustium.
That's worth the money. Put that in your safe.
A new alloy that amplifies sound vibrations. That's why it's called acoustium, stupid.
So if it's a new alloy,
Yeah.
how do they know what it's called?
Because he's filed for the patent on it because it's an alloy and you can own it.
Well, he doesn't know Bruce Wayne.
No, because it says developed by Shriek, whatever. It's all capitalism.
Good. I'm a fan of capitalism.
That's what the villains use.
To be fair, it's also what the hero uses.
No, he inherited all his wealth. He's never worked a day in his life.
I feel like we're saying the same thing.
Well played, sir. Well played.
It's the Joker!
That would be funny. I knew. This is my first time watching the show. Before ever watching the show, this is the one episode everyone brings up because of the ending. How did you know that the voice wasn't you? Because it called me Bruce.
Yeah.
I never call myself Bruce.
And that's the moral of the story.
He's
Bruce
Batman.
is the mask, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking drugs. Shreve sound. Go ahead.
Do you know what this year is the 30th anniversary of, speaking of Batman?
Batman Returns.
Maybe, but that's not what I'm referring to.
Breaking of the Bat, where he broke his back.
Yeah, Azrael's Batman.
Okay. I'm like, it has to be one of those.
So when that comes back in comics,
Man, I want pizza.
Chris told you so. Pizza sounds delicious. So if I stick this up my ass, I'll come harder.
I mean, it would vibrate the male G-spot.
That's the penis.
No. 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 You don't know male or female anatomy, apparently.
All I know is that G-spot rocks the G-spot.
What?
Have you never watched Clone High?
It's been a long time. Is it on anything? Is it on Max? It was on something. It was on one of the new streamers. Might be on Max.
I don't know. I have an illegal downloaded version of it.
We are so bad at this show. We don't give a shit about this episode. And we're just talking. We're talking about Luke Cage. We're talking about other shows.
Do you not remember how this shit works?
I know, but I just feel bad because I've had time enough to feel bad about how bad we are at it.
So, okay, well, bring me back to you feel bad.
Okay.
But yeah, there's an episode where Gandhi becomes a rapper and he names himself G-Spot, and the song is
G-Spot rocks the G-Spot. Gotcha. This is where he's just clearly shocker.
Yes. I was going through old, well, not even old, some new YouTube comments on the show.
No, don't tell me, God!
In the Zatanna episode, somebody got real mad at us because we were mad about the fact she didn't have fishnets.
I want you to interpret all YouTube comments for me now. Someone got real mad because we got real mad that she didn't have fishnets on.
They took offense to it. Like, do you understand how hard that'd be to animate? I'm like, we're two fucking idiots talking about a cartoon. Like, we don't care.
It's also not my problem. Didn't we say that too?
I don't know.
We probably
It's so
said that.
long ago.
They probably did it because it was hard to animate, but who cares? Do like 3 lines. You're a fucking professional. Listen, Will Eisner can fucking draw a brick wall with 4 lines. You can animate some goddamn fishnets. Also, like 3 years later, they do it in Justice League because Black Canary's on.
Oh, there you
And
go.
she has her fishnets. So, to that YouTube commenter, suck a dick. Thanks for listening.
It was so enlightening because going back through, not even just.
And that's why I should never read the comments, because I will start like, no, you're wrong.
Well, like, so 90% of the comments are just like gibberish.
Yeah.
Like, not even.
They're bots.
Yeah. But then, like, every so often, usually with the interviews, I get a lot of comments because people are a fan of that person. They want to voice their opinion. But every so often, I get one that's just like, I'll get one that's very insightful and nice, and I'm always happy that there's still nice people in the world.
Yeah.
And then I get one someone who just gets mad about something that's like, what? I don't understand why you'd even be mad about this. 4 people watched this video.
Right. Oh, yeah, Powers names him Shriek, because Powers has no imagination. He's a businessman.
Yeah.
Powers is now the head of Warner Brothers.
He's the one that made them make the sequel to Matrix.
Yep.
It's a sandwich.
The food is poisoned. Motherfucker. I love egg salad. Don't ruin this for me.
Egg salad is delicious.
You know what I've really come to really enjoy? Chicken salad. I love chicken salad. Because, like, I'll buy a chicken salad sandwich from 7-Eleven.
I've been really into egg salad recently. I was thinking of you the other day when I was at the store, by the way.
Oh, no.
Apparently now there's different flavors of Spam.
Yeah, we've talked about this. Pretty sure we talked about this.
Where you can get like barbecue Spam and sriracha Spam.
You can get like Hawaiian Spam, I think.
Yeah,
where
it's
got, like,
fucking
pineapple.
weird. That's delightful.
But yeah. Because I think Chris, one we talked about because I want to try them. and that we should do an episode where we just do a spam taste test. Oh, by the way, I forget how I got there, but I ended up looking up how to become a Kentucky Colonel.
Okay.
And you have to be nominated. So anyone that's listening that wants to nominate me to be a Kentucky Colonel, please do. Because before I die, I would like to be a Kentucky Colonel. Me and Colonel Sanders. Only Kentucky Colonels I will ever care about. Me, Colonel Sanders.
So we had this guy in the show, had him on a few times. He's a very interesting character. Love talking to him. Yeah. And the last time I was on, we went into more in-depth conversation about the 11 herbs and spices and just Kentucky Fried Chicken, how they make chicken in general, than I ever thought I'd get into in my life.
That's because you and I have never had that conversation. I've legitimately always been fascinated by Colonel Sanders. I think he's a very interesting character. Like, not even the character in the sense of, like, Batman. Like, the person, Colonel Sanders, who's a very interesting person.
I forget. I should look it up. But there's multiple Colonel Sanders biographies.
Yes.
All of them poorly titled.
Well, poorly. I thought you could say poorly written. I was going to be like, well, probably. I found my mission.
There was one that had the correct title, which is why I will eventually buy it, to make sure that the author knows that he did a good job of titling his book.
Mm-hmm. As Chris starts to look things up on a podcast.
Yep. Why are we being a pain in my ass?
Because you have the sound thing from Shriek.
Yep.
They do a cool thing that we don't know because we have this sound muted, where the sound literally mutes in the episode. So Batman can't hear what's going on around him.
That was a good little touch.
Yeah, it was a nice touch. I'll give him that. I'll give him props for that.
Oh my god, I'm going to kill somebody.
I told you they're doing the Ernest documentary, right?
Well, yes, because you got really mad at me about it.
No, I got happy because it's called The Importance of Being Earnest.
Well, you got mad at me because I told you I've never seen an Ernest movie.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Well, that's just a crime. It's a sin against humanity.
Okay, so it goes Colonel Sanders and the American Dream.
Okay.
Terrible title.
I agree.
The Life of a Kentucky Colonel. Things you may not have known about Harlem Sanders.
Okay, not terrible. I'm not saying not the right one, just not terrible.
Now we get into the good ones. Life as I have known it has been finger-licking good. That'll be the one I'll be purchasing. And then an acceptable title, Finger-Licking Good, The Story of Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, that's alright.
Like I said, it's acceptable.
Yeah. So,
The Colonel's Secret, 11 Herbs and a Spicy Daughter.
That's hilarious.
That's the porn version.
I was going to say, that sounds like a romance novel. So I made the note that the ending of this was reversed. And I think what it was so he turns the sound down to beat Batman, and then Batman overloads him with all the sound, and I feel like that should have been reversed. Like, he should have been amplifying sound to try and beat Batman, and then Batman makes him go deaf, and that's what fucks him up, because then he just doesn't know what he's using.
Yeah. It's
been so long that I'm just like, I don't remember what my note, and without being able to watch it, I'm like, oh, I can't figure out what's what. There we go. Why were you so sure those voices weren't coming from you? Well, first, I know I'm not psychotic, which is a great line.
What I call myself.
What do you call yourself? And then just stares at him.
Wink.
Oh, yeah. Now, what I also think is funny is you can see the animation. You see it on the side. It's not matching the screen. Like, it's when he's moving, you can start to see just the edge of his drawing.
Fucking Korean animators.
I forgot we brought that joke back. I'm so happy you did, because I love that joke so much. Listen, Kevin, if you ever hear this, I can't see a good idea and not steal it, so feel flattered. Fucking Korean animators.
I gotta look it up too. I think that guy, part of his anger was at the Korean anime, like at the fact that we were mad at the Korean anime. I gotta look the.
Oh, like fucking Koreans didn't animate this. No, don't skip. I just want to pause. No, all right. That's what I think happened. See that commenter, suck a dick. Like, if you don't get the bit, fine. It's fine. Just acknowledge you don't get the bit.
Joe, speaking of people who don't get the bit, where could they find you on the internet?
JoePank.com, JoePanc.com, where you can leave me nasty comments about Korean animators. I really hope that was part of him being angry, because I will feel like I have accomplished something in my life if someone got mad because I was making a Korean animator joke. You can follow me on Instagram at JoePank36. You can follow me on Twitter at Cthulhu Holmes or Joe Pank. Nobody does, so who cares? If you want to support my other show, Joe Meets World, and get it uncut and unedited up to 3 days early, you can go to patreon.com/JoePank. Give me as little as $2 a month. You get that show's full archive and all kinds of extras as well. If you're more into gaming, I also have another Patreon for Clicks Nexus. Figure it out. It's a HeroClix thing. It's a HeroClix site. It's a HeroClix Patreon. We just did, well, by the time you're hearing this, it's been like a month and a half. But we did Clixule, where I do a bunch of giveaways, and March will be our 2-year anniversary, or as I like to call it, the Nexusversary. So I'll be doing a whole bunch of cool stuff for that as well.
There's no mention of fishnets in the episode. She only once says, "What do you care about a leggy dame in nylons?" I'm not sure what this is referencing. This is episode 54. We're on like 200 something.
Yeah.
Or 100 something. Also, animating a complex pattern like plaid or tartan was very difficult in those days. Sometimes the animators would cheat and use the unmoving plaid technique.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't bother animating the pattern. Maybe that's why Zatara's not wearing fishnets.
Eat a dick. Listen, I want you to choke on a dick. You'll be happier. I'll be happier. And then I will never have to read you being righteously angry about a joke.
If you really want to feel good about yourself,
yeah.
Fortress of Comic News, episode 154. I got to interview the lovely Kelly Thompson.
Lovely.
One of the comments I got was from just a beacon of light known as Poop Ass.
What Poop Ass have to say?
All you did was talk about failed book after failed book. Fail. You can find me on Twitter at Fortress Chris. Please rate and subscribe to the show. We'll see y'all here next week.
Poop Ass.